What is up, guys? It is Lynx. Welcome back to another Destiny video. So earlier today we had the third and final Bungie livestream before the April update, and this livestream was focused on the changes coming to the Crucible. So today I'm going to be specifically talking about the changes that are coming to the Crucible and that will be deploying on April 12th. Now in this video, unfortunately, I will not be talking about any of the weapon changes. During the stream, they really didn't go into too much detail on what they were doing to the different weapon classes and specific guns. Now they did say we will be getting those details in the Bungie weekly update coming out on April 7th, as well as in the patch notes for the update on April 12th. So when we do get our hands on those, I will make a specific video about the weapon changes coming to the Crucible, but for now, like I said, I will be talking about the changes coming to the Crucible, so let's go ahead and get on into it. One of the first things they talked about in this update was about revives. Now, one of the main things they did to revives is make them take just a little bit longer. Now, the reason this is being employed is because whenever people would use a specific gear for fast rezzing, they were just able to sprint by their teammates and res them as they run by them. So, in order to counter this, they slowed down the res time. Now, another thing they did to reviving is make the overshield a little bit weaker, and they also made it so you have to be closer to your teammate in order to begin reviving them. Now, the final thing they did was add 2 more seconds to the res timer. For example, when you would die in elimination, you aren't able to just be rezzed right away. You had to wait 5 seconds before you could be rezzed. Now, what this change is doing is extending that time by 2 seconds. Then, for every time you die in the same round, it's decremented by 7 seconds as well. So, the first time you die, you have to wait 7 seconds to be rezzed, then 14, then 21, and so on, or until the round is over. Now, I really do like these changes because it really makes you think about, is it worth rezzing your teammate? And then it also makes it more difficult for enemy teams to get rezzes in Trials of Osiris. So the next change they talked about regards the ammunition economy in the Crucible. Now, in one of the last Destiny updates, they made it so that in 3v3 game modes, you didn't spawn with specials. So that way, at least for the first round or two, it was just straight up primary versus primary. You don't have to worry about any of the specials. Well, of course, nobody liked those rules, so people played around that by using the icebreaker and other firearms. So in this update, they're taking that out. In every game mode in the Crucible, you will spawn with special ammo, even in Trials of Osiris. Now, heavy ammo only comes in once per game at the 5-minute mark. Now, obviously, the heavy ammo will not affect Trials of Osiris. It will still come in when the first team hits round 3. Now, again, I do enjoy this change. Nothing makes me more upset than getting killed by the Herald Killiam's Terminus over and over and over again. So with this change to heavy ammo, we will only have to deal with it once per game. Now, the special ammo change, I'm a little skeptical about. I think it will be good, but I would say that I snipe a good deal in the Crucible and I'm always running out of it, so I guess I'll just have to take my shots a little more wisely. One of the last things they really hit on during this stream was drops in the Crucible. All across the board, they are increasing the amount of legendary Ingrams that drop in the Crucible. Now, one of the nice things about this new Crucible as well is that you can actually get to 335 Light just by playing in the Crucible. Now, the methods of getting to 335 Light in the Crucible is by completing Shaq's weekly Crucible bounties, the chest that you open for going 9-0 in Trials of Osiris, and then the rank 5 Iron Banner package can drop 335 gear as well. Now, they also did a couple more minor tweaks. Like I said earlier in the Crucible, the legendary Ingrams were increased, but in the Iron Banner, instead of legendary Ingrams increased, it is the legendary weapons and gear drops that are increased. Now, as well in the Iron Banner, they changed a bounty. For one of the Iron Banner bounties, you had to get a score of 2,500 as well as win the game. Well, now you only have to get a score of 1,500 and complete a game, so they did make that one a little bit easier to get. And one of the final things they changed was in the Trials of Osiris. Now, like I said earlier, you can get 335 gear from the chest on Mercury, but now you can get 330 light level gear just from completing the Trials of Osiris bounties. Now again, I do like these changes coming to the Crucible. It allows solo players who just like grinding in the Crucible a pathway to get to 335 Light, as well as making getting to rank 5 Iron Banner and going 9-0 in Trials relevant again. So that just about wraps up everything that I talked about today on the Bungie livestream. Like I said earlier in the video, today's video is just focused on the changes coming to the Crucible and not the guns. Once we get more specific information about the weapon changes, I will be sure to make a video about that. So let me know what you guys think about these Crucible changes down in the comments below, and if you do like any of these changes, and even if you don't like them, be sure you leave a like on this video. It really helps out the channel. So thank you guys for watching today's video. If you want to see more Crucible videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe for anything and everything Destiny. This has been Lynx. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.